So if you guys have been watching this channel for any amount of time, you're probably somewhat familiar with my home office. This is where not only do I do all of my reselling work, from photography to prepping to shipping everything out, but I also do all of my video editing and YouTube stuff. And I wanted to give you guys a completely candid and unfiltered look at what this office looks like on the average day, because I have been going down the rabbit hole, as they say on YouTube, and getting very inspired. Because I've been thinking recently, I spend so much time in this room, and I would really love it to be the kind of place that I feel like contributes to my productivity and reflects me a little bit and my personality, and is just the kind of space that I really like spending time in. So you guys are going to be seeing over the next few videos, and fully in this video, this room undergoes some pretty serious changes. So I wanted to give you a first-hand look at basically the before picture of all my stuff and random inventory and mess, kind of all splayed around as it normally is, just so that we can have a clear idea of what this room actually looks like before making some of the changes that I have in mind. I'm actually gonna kill this light right now because frankly, I have always hated it. And that's one of the things that I really want to change. I think you guys deserve a bit of a better lighting and photo setup for my videos, and I'm really excited about the prospect of creating that. So that's one of the things I'm gonna focus on. Another change I'm gonna make is the color of this room. I think a much darker gray would both feel cozier and also highlight some of the accents of the wood that I have in the room. So I'm excited to repaint this place and really change up the mood entirely. And then the other big thing that I want to rethink is this desk. I would love to potentially have my father-in-law make another one out of like some nicer, less cheap looking material. And also rethink the stuff that is always on it. As a reseller, I do need a whole bunch of tools at my disposal, from like markers to Scotty peelers to calculators and who knows what. But it would be great to actually get some of this stuff up off of the desk and declutter the surface as much as I can. So I guess my three main goals with this room revamp are going to be the lighting, the color, and also the tabling. I don't really know how you would say that in this room, and I just wanted to bring you guys along for the journey and hopefully the transformation.
The next day.
All right, well folks, it is now painting day. You can see that I have already taken down the Switch collection shelf and put away some of the games from the shelf over here as well. I'm gonna start out with this wall over here. So obviously all this desk and everything is gonna have to be unplugged and maybe pushed this way. And also that shelf is gonna have to probably just be pushed over in this room. We're gonna get this place painted up. I'm pretty excited. The color that I chose was chimney. It's like this dark gray with just a hint of blue in there, which some of you may be thinking, Caleb, you're going to the trouble of painting your room and you're just going from gray to gray. What's the deal? But I think that the difference in shade is going to contribute significantly to the overall feel of the room. But you guys can be the judge from beginning to end. I mean, we'll get to see how it ends up looking together. So you can let me know whether or not it was worth it. But yeah, I'm super excited to get this stuff all moved and start painting. Alrighty folks, so painting has officially commenced. It's gone overall pretty well so far. Definitely a few little marks up on the ceiling that I, didn't plan for, obviously. I don't know if that's really avoidable at this point, but overall feeling pretty good. It's definitely dark. I think the room definitely will have a different feel by the time we're done with it. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with how it's gone so far, so time to break out the roller. Well folks, wall 1 is done. I feel pretty good about it. I think I did a pretty good job overall. It's a little bit more blue than I really would have liked. It's coming across a little bit more navy, especially on camera, but overall can't complain. I think it's a color that's gonna look really nice with the wood in here.
6 months later.
Well, here's the update, folks. Wall 1 is officially complete. That is where it stops for the moment. I'm just clearing off these shelves so that I can put them and the contents that were on them somewhere, probably in our spare room. But I'm gonna be taking these down, finishing up this wall, and just kind of working my way slowly around the room. There are going to be a few other changes like I mentioned earlier. I'm hoping to update not only the shelving here, but also this like shipping area here eventually. That's gonna be a bit of a longer term project. And I actually was thinking, let me know what you guys think of this. Actually, it won't matter because I'm gonna do it by the time I release the video. I'm considering just putting a really long wooden shelf up along this whole wall rather than the little white one that was in this corner to be my new switch shelf. The more I think about it, the more I like that idea. There might be some other miscellaneous like collectibles and knickknacks and stuff up there. But I think just having them less cramped and more spread out would be a really cool setup. So I think I'm probably going to do that, but yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna get to work on this.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Well, folks, we have done it. That's right, a whole room painted. I started this on like Monday afternoon and now it is Wednesday morning. I actually finished it last night and I feel really good about it. I even went so far as to paint the inside of the closet, so I was dedicated, but honestly, I just really like how this room looks right now, folks. I love how dark it is. I love how it makes all of the white just pop that much more. And the other thing that it's going to make pop is all of my like nerdy decorations that I like to put around, like my Switch system and game collection and poo up there and who knows what other dorky knickknacks. Most of them are going to be really brightly colored. So I don't know if I'm going to put a shelf up like above this window or maybe high up somewhere else or maybe even on this wall now that it's free. I'm kind of in the dreaming stage right now, but I think the first thing that I'm gonna probably do is get a nice pegboard right up here to help me out with all of my shipping needs. I've got a bunch of supplies that previously were kind of up and slightly less accessible on the shelf up there. So I'd love to have it just right within arm's reach, grab it off the wall, have all my stuff stored right there. So that may be my next project. So yeah, folks, it's definitely coming along. All right, ladies and gents, so I said that a pegboard would be the next step in the process, and a couple hours later, we have ourselves a nice little pegboard. I moved our little photo box back in here as well. That pure black definitely makes the walls look a little bit more blue, kind of like a, I don't know why it's called chimney if it's like blue like that, but anyways, we've got ourselves a pegboard, and this is where I'm going to keep basically all of my shipping and like packing and video game prepping supplies so that I'll have them right here at arm's length. So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick little time lapse of setting this up and putting all my supplies in it, and I can show you guys kind of the method to my madness afterwards. And just like that, folks, we have ourselves a super nice pegboard. I am really happy, honestly, with how this all turned out. I think the accessibility, the productivity is going to be absolutely huge. A few things that I did want to share about it. The biggest thing that I'm not thrilled with is actually this shelf right here, or I guess one of these two shelves. You can tell very quickly by looking at it that they're just kind of at different angles. This one's like angled up for some reason, and that's just that's just poor quality. So I may have to take this one out and I guess take some pliers to it, hopefully get it back into shape. But yeah, just a few of the things that I have up here. Obviously my bubble wrap with the good old bungee cord system. That's actually the first time I've used that. Some of my Phoenix Resale stickers. I bought a kit at Home Depot with a bunch of these smaller bungee cords in it, and they've proved super useful for this sticker system. My fragile stickers, these that I use for FBA sometimes. We also have our packing paper. I have a bunch of those smaller rolls for some reason. These, I've just been sending out these little Pokemon knockoff figures with all of my eBay orders that are going out to viewers or any like Discord giveaways. So if you're a real fan, you'll get that reference from not too many videos ago. Then we've got just like some compressed air, Clorox wipes, some thank you cards. This actually, this eventually is going to be a little like pen and writing utensil holder here. I don't have them in there right now because I had to put some rubber cement on this thing because it actually is supposed to be upside down. This actually is supposed to go the other way and you're supposed to screw this in from the bottom. But I really wanted something that would be able to hold my pens in an upright way so that I can kind of see them at a glance and pick them out. So I decided to jerry-rig that one a little bit. We'll have to see how it turns out. If it doesn't work or it's too flimsy, I'll just, I don't know, come up with some other solution. We've got tape and scissors and a box resizer and then a whole bunch of the other supplies that I use here. And pretty much the only thing that I wasn't able to get on this first draft of the board that I'd really like to eventually is a tape dispenser for Scotch tape, because I use this a ton with bubble wrap. I may just have to go online and see if I can find a pegboard Scotch tape dispenser, because I think that would be super useful and would just be one less thing that I have to have on my desk here. Office improvement number 3, an actual office chair. So I've been using this gamer's chair for, I'd say maybe like a year and a half or so. I thought when I bought it, well, gamers spend a lot of time in chairs and they, I don't know, probably want to be comfortable and stuff. So this will probably be a great everyday office chair, but boy, was I wrong. See, it didn't take very long at all before the bottom of this, the padding just wore out entirely and it got super hard. And the same thing happened with the armrest. So I actually had to go on Amazon and buy some pads to keep myself from sitting and resting on something that was just super hard all day, and now it just like hurts my back to sit in. And there are a lot of days that I'm spending 10+ hours in this room, so having a chair that actually fits and feels good is imperative, and I think that this Hiken from Staples will be a big step up. I did a ton of watching YouTube reviews on various office chairs and just how to get the most bang for your buck in terms of comfort. This one was actually on sale as well. So I feel really good about it. I think it was like 170 bucks shipped if anybody is interested in getting their own. So I'm gonna put this bad boy together and let you guys know what I think. Alright folks, new chair construction is finished. First impressions overall, pretty good. It has really nice lumbar support, which I think will be big when I'm typing for a long time. The biggest thing that I really came to dislike about this chair is that it doesn't go up high enough. So when I'm typing, like I have to kind of like hunch my shoulders and like move up a little bit like this, which just is uncomfortable. This one actually goes up higher than I would really need it to. The biggest thing that I didn't like about this one so far is that this is like maybe an inch or two lower than I'd really like. It feels like kind of pushing my neck forward almost when I'm sitting back. And it's not all that adjustable. Also, I definitely can't wear a backwards hat with it. That's just not gonna work. But I may end up just taking this off or seeing if there's some sort of customization option available. Other than that, I'm really happy with how this is feeling so far. I think it'll contribute a lot to just like my overall comfort throughout the day. Okay, so update on the headrest. I found this random forum post online by this guy showing how you can actually take the headrest apart and adjust one of the pieces to actually make it sit a little bit higher. So that's what I'm currently trying to do. I'll let you guys know if it works at all.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Guess what, people? It worked. I'm honestly a little bit too proud of myself for that one. Well, folks, I'm realizing I think it will probably be best actually to end this video right here, because the other projects, the shelves, the tables, the workbench and everything is gonna take at least another few weeks, and I wanna get this one out as soon as possible. So I'm gonna roll the before and after for you guys here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything about this office improvement process, let me know in the comments, let me know what you think. And until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip.